Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Let's jump over to a article that I found very interesting from just a few days back. It says tech companies hit with 3.5 billion in AI fines since 2022, led by Anthropic and Meta. So AI is advancing faster than the laws meant to govern it, and regulators are starting to push back. Since 2022, courts and data protection authorities around the world have begun issuing fines and settlements against major technology companies for AI-related violations, offering the first real glimpse of where AI development is colliding with existing rules. This chart of the week, created by Surfshark, examines who has been penalized, which violations regulators are prioritizing, and how enforcement has evolved over the years. So you can see Anthropic has about 1.5 billion. Meta has about 1.4 billion. Google has about 0.4 billion, 0.3 billion, and then Apple has 0.3, 0.2 billion. Clearview AI has about 0.1 billion, and then Amazon has next to nothing, and OpenAI has next to nothing. So here it says key insights since 2022. Regulators and courts have imposed over 3.5 billion in fines and settlements on 7 major technology companies for AI-related violations. Across 10 separate cases, Anthropic's 1.5 billion settlement for training AI on pirated books was the largest single penalty, followed closely by Meta's 1.4 billion for collecting biometric data to train facial recognition without consent. Together, these two cases alone account for 81% of all AI-related fines and settlements in Surfshark datasets. So the vast majority of cases, 9 out of 10, centered on a single use, using data to train AI without proper consent or legal basis. Anthropic was 1.5 billion, Google 291 million, and OpenAI 17 million, later annulled, were fined for training AI models on copyrighted or personal data without authorization. Meta 1.4 billion, Clearview AI 105 million across 4 cases, and Amazon 25 million were fined for collecting biometric data such as facial images and voice recordings to train AI systems. Apple's 250 million settlement stands apart as the only case where the violation was not about training data but about overpromising what AI could actually do. Not all fines have survived legal challenges. OpenAI's $17 million fine imposed by Italy's Data Protection Authority in 2024 for training ChatGPT without a legal basis and failing to meet transparency requirements was later annulled by an Italian court in 2026. The case highlights the legal uncertainty that still surrounds AI regulation. What regulators treat as a violation may not ultimately hold up in court. Clearview AI stands out in Surfshark analysis as the only company to simply ignore the penalties issued against it by European regulators. In fact, 4 separate European data protection authorities penalized the company for the exact same violation, scraping billions of facial images to build an AI recognition database. The Dutch DPA fined Clearview 35 million in 2024, following earlier 23 million fines from the Italian, French, and Greek authorities in 2022, totaling 105 million. To date, Clearview has paid none of them, arguing that because it does not have a physical presence in Europe, it is not subject to European jurisdiction. Overall, AI-related penalties began to emerge in 2022 with 3 fines targeting Clearview AI. In 2023, Amazon was fined for retaining children's voice recordings used to train Alexa. Enforcement intensified in 2024 when regulators took action in 4 separate cases involving Google, OpenAI, Meta, and Clearview AI. The trend continued in 2025 with the largest AI-related penalty in the analyzed dataset, Anthropic's 1.5 billion settlement, Most recently, in 2026, Apple's 250 million settlement stood apart as the only case about overpromising AI capabilities rather than training data. So this study examined AI-related fines and settlements involving major technology companies between 2022 and 2026. We included cases where regulators or courts took formal action over the training or marketing of AI systems. To qualify each case had to involve a clearly identified company, a measurable penalty or settlement, and a direct link to AI-related conduct such as unlawful training on copyrighted or personal data, biometric data scraping, or misleading AI claims. The final dataset contains 10 cases across 7 companies. For each case, we recorded the company, year, penalty amount, and stated reason for the action. We also calculated penalty amounts in both euros and US dollars using a conversion rate of 1 US dollar equals 0.86 euros. Repeated penalties against the same company were counted separately when they came from different authorities. Annulled penalties were also included but marked accordingly to reflect the full enforcement landscape. So once again, as you guys can see here, this this graph, this chart really makes it very clear. So I just wanted to share this article with you all because it's a good bit of information to look through related to regulation and all those good things. So once again, we are cryptodeposit.org. We warmly welcome anybody to email us at info@cryptodeposit.org. Of course, our homepage, deposit cash. You can buy stables. You can deposit stables. You can view your holdings once you've connected your wallet. You can borrow and lend over the counter. You can fill out the request for proposal. You can view your statements, and then of course you have XMTP messaging, you have your activity history, exchange, and swap. So all you got to do is connect your wallet here, MetaMask, or our partner website Crypty. So there's dozens and dozens of wallets you can connect right away when you arrive at cryptodeposit.org. So we've got tutorials on the YouTube channel. If you check for those YouTube tutorials, there's also our white paper down here. You have there's a video for the white paper. So just wanted to share that with you all. So wishing everybody a great day, a great evening or afternoon, wherever you all may be, and we'll be back shortly with another exciting video covering some very pertinent topics on Web3, stablecoins, regulation and legislation, and those sorts of things, which we like to cover here on this channel. So until then, see you on the next video shortly. Have a good day, everybody.